In this video, I want to break down a few reasons why I love cryptocurrency. So number one is just the timing of the market. So I like to view markets and any new technology in the S-curve realm, where you have this curve and here's time and here's adoption. Here's 100%, right? And you have this curve, which is in this curve, not many people, it's a new technology. Maybe I would say Bitcoin 5-10 years ago, where there weren't many people. And then once it becomes a mature technology, the kind of early adopters come on, and then the late adopters, and then the laggards come on. And with respect to the cryptocurrency market, I believe we're truly still in the early phases, because there's so many people who are A, don't know about cryptocurrency, B, are skeptical, that they don't understand it. So that's kind of their barrier to entry here. And what does that mean for you as an investor? That there's still plenty of opportunity and tailwinds for you to develop really good returns as this economy comes online and more people and hedge funds and big money begins to get involved in this space. So what are some things that give me confidence, even though it's early, is the fact that it's being more and more seen as an asset class and a truly way to diversify yourself. And you might have heard Bitcoin being referred to as digital gold. And these are just really good things to get kind of rooted in society, where you're viewing this with more and more confidence as a means of diversification. So another thing is that you hear more and more about legislation and policy related to cryptocurrency, and everyone acts at the headlines are very like, oh, cryptocurrency could be the end of it. And nothing about regulation is bad per se, because if you regulate this market, that means the government's getting used to it, they're putting a framework around it, and they're being more normalized, versus it's not an area where people just kind of think it's a black market and there's just shady things going on. The more light that is shed under cryptocurrency, the more public belief is going to start to build around it that this is here to stay. So that's bullish, in my opinion, that it is, in the early adoption phases, but there's plenty of runway here potentially for this to continually take off, because the technology is so good. I just take it from me, the moment you use cryptocurrency to pay for something the first time, and it's very surprising how seamless it is, but it's something that you need to understand and start to develop a competency in as you get more comfortable. And I hope this video is kind of your first step or helping you build confidence in that. The second piece that I really like about cryptocurrency is that there is a fixed amount, right? With any currency or any asset class like gold, silver, you could always find more gold. You can always find more silver. In today's world, you can always print more dollars, which the US has printed over the pandemic 40% of our currency in circulation in these last couple years alone, which is mind-boggling numbers. And what does that do? That creates the devaluing of currencies. So with Bitcoin, for example, a lot of these platforms and currencies have fixed amounts or a set amount that are released each year. So Bitcoin, there's 21 million of these assets in existence. Sorry, that's not a dollar sign, but 21 million Bitcoin that are going to be in circulation when they finally all get mined. So there is never going to be more. Think of it as real estate. This is a scarcity. And people who invest in gold, invest in, currencies or silver, there's a plentiful amount. You could always find more, which would drive prices down, but this is by definition a fixed asset, like real estate, where they're not going to make any more Manhattan real estate. And that's the way I view Bitcoin and Ethereum, as these are asset classes that are get in now and secure this asset, because there's not going to be any more of them created down the line. And that scarcity of any asset increases its value over time. So that's a really powerful kind of tailwind that's pushing this forward. Another really key thing that I love about cryptocurrency, number 3 here, is interest. So there's becoming more and more ways where you can actually invest in cryptocurrency and, just like a checking or savings account, actually make yield on it. So if you look at Coinbase or BlockFi, these are platforms that lets you put your cryptocurrency to work, and you can actually have credit cards where instead of getting 2% in points back or dollars, you actually get cryptocurrency of your choosing back. Also on Coinbase and BlockFi, you can literally just let your money sit on their exchanges and they will pay you in the cryptocurrency that you have sitting on their platform. So Algorand is another great example. That's 4% annual percent interest. You could stake your Ethereum, which, not to get in the weeds, but that's really just saying that you're going to move your Ethereum into a proof of stake application, which is more energy efficient and just optimizing that cryptocurrency. Or just BlockFi, just sit your Bitcoin in there. You'll get 4 to 5% minimum of yield in cryptocurrency, which is, guess what? The interest you get is also going to appreciate just like the asset's appreciating. So it's really a sound way to just diversify your investments and really get yield. As savings accounts right now make no interest. So you can have a currency that goes up in value, it pays you interest, the interest goes up in value. None of that's true with the dollar, right? The dollar is going to go down in value over time because our government and most governments just keep printing it like crazy. So these are some really bullish things. And I personally, the way I view it, again, it's not financial advice, but I diversify in the 5% to 10% of my investable assets. I choose cryptocurrency because I believe in all of these things that make it very powerful long term. And I don't mind volatility at my youth because I know I'm not touching these assets for 10, 20, 30 years. And I can only imagine where the potential is on just some of these fundamentals where they can take it substantially further north and really be something that you can truly use for retirement purposes and also just general diversification to kind of weather storms when stock markets are down or real estate's down or crypto. You can have more different asset classes kind of diversified into. So hopefully these couple of thoughts give you some perspective and really start your journey to think about cryptocurrency as a potential asset class, understand it, learn it, maybe take some interest in it as well, and you'll get interest in more ways than one. So thanks for listening to Live to Learn USA. If you like this content, feel free to subscribe here and look forward to the next video.